Hey everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. And Michael here. Been a little while since I've done a live stream to YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn. So if you're joining me live right now, please type in the comments. Let me know that you're here. Always wonderful to see friendly faces. I've been putting out lots of videos and lots of content, but it's been a little while since I've done a live one here. So I thought, why not Monday morning? Before jumping into some calls, I wanted to share what you can do right now. I mean, literally, you can do what I'm going to share with you today to create more conversations with ideal clients. I'm going to offer you three specific things that you can just put into action that if you do them, while I can't guarantee, in the vast majority of situations and times, people have really good results with this. So I want to offer you three kind of steps that you can take. They are easy. They don't require a lot of time, just a very little bit of time, but the reward and the result can be pretty significant. So if you are a consultant or an expert, just anyone in professional services, if you're working with clients, if you're providing services, then what I'm going to share with you can help you to generate a lot more conversations. And that's critical because you're not selling a pair of socks, right? You're not selling a pill or a vitamin or a necktie or shoes. You're selling expertise, right? You are providing a solution to a challenging problem or helping someone to reach their desired outcome in a more efficient and effective way. And typically, that's going to be a higher price point, which therefore requires you to have a conversation, right? Buyers don't just invest 10,000 or 100,000 or $1 million, without first having a conversation. Hey, Jeremy, great to see you here. And so it's really important that you recognize and kind of do a bit of reverse engineering to see that every sale, right, every time you win an engagement, you have the opportunity to support a client and to provide value to them, that happens after having a conversation. And so your sole focus from a marketing perspective and really everything that you can be doing to build your business should be about how do you have more conversations. Hey, Kian, great to see you here as well. So let's go ahead and we're going to get into three things, three steps, three actions that you can take right now to help you to create more conversations, because the more conversations that you have, the more opportunities you're going to have to learn. Number one, right? More conversations means you get more data. You get to ask great questions and learn about and kind of validate whether your beliefs are accurate or whether maybe there's a shift in the marketplace or a better and different opportunity for you to focus on. And that doesn't happen just by you sitting at your desk staring at a computer. It happens through interaction and conversation with clients or prospective clients or people in the industry. Therefore, the more of those conversations you have, the better. But also the more conversations you have, right, the more opportunities you have to make an offer, to provide an invitation to somebody to move to that next step with you. And that, again, doesn't happen just, typically sitting behind your computer screen when you are dealing with savvy buyers. So again, great to have all you guys joining in here. Thanks for the comments and the likes coming in. It's been a little while since I've done a stream. I did not announce this. I just thought, I'm going to hop over here into StreamYard, which is what we use for live streaming. And I'll just spend a few minutes sharing some thoughts with you guys. Hey, Daniel, great to see you as well. All right, so let's get into it. Here's the three steps for you to take to create more conversations this week in your business. Number one, look at all of your past clients. Your past clients can be really great sources of new business. Why? Because you already have a relationship with them. You've hopefully already done a great job serving them. And so don't neglect them. Don't forget about them. So I would encourage you right now to make a list of all your past clients. If you don't already have one, go into your CRM and reach out to them. Now, when you reach out to them, the goal from my perspective, kind of my observation, my belief is not just to hit them with, hey, buy this, but at least let them know, what you're doing, what kind of the latest is, ask them how they're doing, try and make that message very personal, because the goal should really be to have them respond. If they respond, you then have an opportunity to create a conversation with them, to learn more about what they're doing right now, what new initiatives might be coming down the pipeline. But really the whole goal is to have more of a conversation with them, to learn about where they are so that you can figure out how to best serve them and support them. And that might not mean that you actually have the opportunity to offer them something that you're currently doing. So they may not become a client, it might not generate revenue, but maybe you can introduce them to somebody else. Maybe you can find other ways to add value, and all that stuff does come back. So reach out, right? Make a list of all of your past clients and then reach out to them with a personal message. It can be as simple as, "Hi, Jane. I was just thinking of you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. How are you? How's your family?" Shoot a message over like that, and you'll be surprised at how many people will respond, because again, they have that relationship with you, and you are letting them know that you're thinking of them, and that can then lead to a further conversation about how you can support them and provide value. So that's number one, past clients. Number two is your existing clients, right? Don't neglect your existing clients as well, because just because you're working with them, right, generating revenue and serving and so forth, doesn't mean that there isn't more opportunity there. And more opportunity can kind of present itself in many different ways. One way is that by engaging with your existing clients and learning more about what they're doing, not just in the one area of work that you are supporting them right now, but what else is going on in their organization, or who else in their organization maybe should you be speaking with? Can you get an introduction to a different department, a different division, a different country head, whatever it might be? That would be kind of the first part of existing clients. And so, right, that might lead to more business within that company or client that you have. But the second part of that is that you can also let your existing clients know that you really enjoy working with them, that you're looking for maybe one or two additional clients, and ask them, do they know anyone else like them, right? Because oftentimes your existing clients will have friends, they'll have colleagues, they'll know other CEOs or other CFOs or other CMOs or other whatever senior buyers in different organizations that they don't consider to be a competitor, and they were then open to having you potentially meet with those people. So if you let them know that you are looking for a couple extra clients or whatever it might be, they will then be at least thinking about that. Some will have a few names for you right away, and that's a big win, right? Because you get an introduction or a referral. But even if there isn't an opportunity that's just very clear, now they at least know, right, that you're looking for another client or two. And so now they're kind of helping you to do your marketing for you, because they're going to be looking for opportunities. As long as you've been providing value, right, you have a great relationship, now they're going to always be thinking about you, or at least more often be thinking about you, and that can lead to good opportunities for you. So that was number two. All right. Hey, Sarah, great to see you. Jeff as well. Great to have you guys here. So now we're getting to number three, right? So this is the third step that you can take. And let me just know, guys, for all of you on the call here right now, or kind of on this live stream, is this all making sense? Any questions about number one or number two so far? I'll just check the comments here. But great to see a bunch of you on. And I'll keep moving on to number three here, which is your potential clients that did not move forward. So in a CRM kind of pipeline, you might call this the loss column, right? So you present a proposal, and if someone moves on and becomes a client, right, you put that into the win column. When someone doesn't move on, you might put them into a loss column. It sounds really negative, but it just means that it wasn't the right time, or something didn't work out. But it doesn't mean that you can never become, that you can never end up actually working with that client, right? It's just that for whatever reason, and hopefully you're clear on what the reason was, but it didn't work out at that time. Doesn't mean that it can't work out now, right, or later. So the goal is for you to go back and look at all the opportunities, all the people who you talked with, who you thought maybe there was going to be an opportunity, maybe you provided a proposal, maybe you didn't provide a proposal, but you still were talking to them about business, right, about how you could support them and serve them and work together, but it didn't move forward. Make a list of all those people and also check in with them, right? How are you doing? How are things going? Right, a personal message. It could be a video message. It could be a text message, like an SMS. It could be an email. Lots of different ways you can pick up the phone and call them, right? But this will help you to create more conversations. And so when you do that, oftentimes, right, the consultant or the professional service provider will think, well, no, I don't need to do all those things, because people know that I exist. If they need my help, right, they'll reach back out. But no, the reality is that they won't, because sometimes they will, but most often they won't, because they're thinking about themselves. They're thinking about what they're working on, and you're not going to be top of mind unless you are working hard and consistently doing things to get in front of them, right, to stay top of mind. And so that's why these little touch points, even though it's just something as simple as sending a little an email or an SMS or picking up the phone and calling, these are the little steps that can actually help you to create more conversation. And as we talked about at the beginning of the stream today, conversations is what actually generates business for you. So the more conversations you have, the more opportunity you have to engage and support and to win business and clients. So there you guys have it. 3 steps that you can take today. Like literally, you can take these right now to generate more conversations, which will lead to more business for you. All right. Hey, Chris, great to see you here as well. Let's see what we got here. Any questions? Okay, Sarah, you're asking, how can you show value to a first client? I mean, do great work, right? So if you've I don't know if they've already engaged, like if you're already working with them, or you're thinking about how can you show value to someone before they become a client. There's different approaches here, but if this is an existing client, like you've just won the business, then the first thing that you want to do is think about how you can provide a wonderful experience to them. What is the low-hanging fruit, right? How can you demonstrate value? How can you kind of get a quick win in the project, even if it's not the ultimate goal? What can you do to show them that progress is being made? That's very powerful. If you're talking about people that are not yet a client, but you want to demonstrate value to people so that you can create more conversations with them, right? And really demonstrate that value, then it could be through a referral. It can also be through content, right? Content is a really powerful kind of mechanism to demonstrate value, because you can essentially display or communicate, how deep your knowledge is, or a case study, or an example, or just your perspective or your opinion on a topic. And that's a great way to demonstrate value without actually engaging, right? So you can share that content, you can promote that content, but content can be really powerful in demonstrating value. And then, of course, if you're talking about part of the sales cycle where you're engaging with a buyer, they haven't yet become a client, then asking great questions is another very powerful way to demonstrate value. So I hope that helps, Sarah. Chris, you're asking how many times should you follow up after initially reaching back out to them? So I mean, a great friend and client, Elliot, essentially says, do it until they're gone, right? Like until they're dead or whatever. You want to keep staying top of mind. I think the important part is that you do it in a way that is tasteful, meaning that you're not bugging them, you're not sending a message every single day. But if you have a nice cadence where you're checking in, every 2 to 3 weeks with an ideal client, and you're doing that consistently, and you're doing it not just, hey, do you want to buy my thing, or hey, let's jump on a call, right? So it's you're not nagging them, but you're thinking about ways that you can provide value to them, which might be that you send them an article that you've published, or a video, or a resource, or just asking a personal question, seeing how they're doing, or let them know that you're thinking of them. That kind of cadence done consistently pays off and works very, very well. The challenge is that most people stop doing that. But if you keep doing that, that's where there's big opportunity. Sarah, you're asking, can I send them ideas? Yeah, definitely. Sending ideas to potential clients is a great way to show them that you are at the forefront, right? That you are kind of at the cutting edge of your industry or whatever is going on, because you become the source of that information. And so clearly, if you are the source of information, right, if you are always providing new ideas and new information to your ideal clients, they associate you with being a leader in that industry, because you are always coming with new information that is valuable to them. So yes, providing valuable new information to ideal clients is a great way to demonstrate value and authority at the same time. All right, guys, that's really what I just want to jump on here and share. I hope this has been helpful. I do plan to do more of these live streams coming up. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can do that either by posting a comment on YouTube, reaching out through Facebook, or where I spend probably more time is on LinkedIn. And feel free to send a connection request if we're not already connected. And if we are, then feel free to send me an email. Let me know how things are going in your business. And if you're looking for any ideas, resources, support, any questions that you have, feel free to get in touch. We're always happy to help and do what we can. All right, guys, take care. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and bye for now.